Such a rad spot. Check it out. What's happening, YouTube? Day 14 on the TransAmerica Trail. Joe is about to get his cross training in with the spare tire. What happened here in camp just now?
We heard some hound dogs, a lot of them. I'm not sure where they were going. They kind of went
They sound
like this. They kind of went around.
They sounded really close.
Getting worried maybe a cat was going to come running through here.
Pulling out of camp here. We'll do a little section of TransAmerica Trail down to the next waypoint, which is where we'll get fuel and split off. Which it's weird, you know, because Joe and I we've been friends for a lot of years, right? And you know, you don't see somebody for a long time, and I'm pretty solo. You know, I do all this stuff solo 99% of the time, so I was a little apprehensive about having somebody else along. When Joe's like, oh, I'm gonna probably hang with you till Wednesday. I was like, oh wow, that's a long time. And it turned out like like the friendship just never, it picked up exactly where it left off, you know. So we're already planning the next adventure. 48 degrees right now, a little bit of chill in the air. It's nice. Pretty cool. All we did was cross the highway, and about 10 yards down, we're back on.
I was out of 4 low for approximately 45 seconds.
That was pretty cool. You just kind of hop across the highway. We're back on the TransAmerica Trail. All right, let's see what Sam has in store for us today. This is the waypoint for Lapine.
Okay.
So we're pulling into Lapine, Oregon, and I guess this is where we part ways.
I'm sure there is a coffee shop.
We may have to use our modern technology to find something. Oh, look at that. There's a restaurant. It's always weird here in Oregon because, like, so when you ride your motorcycle up in Oregon, you're allowed to fill it yourself. But when you drive in Oregon, they have to fill it for you. You're not allowed to fill your tank. Joe went his way, and I'm going my way. He's going that way. I'm going that way. But we just left the coolest restaurant. It's called the Harvest Depot here in Lapine, Oregon. And it's husband and wife ran place, right? And I love it. First thing you see is, you know, they follow all the rules of Oregon, right? You got to wear a mask. They follow them because they're supposed to follow them. But they sell these masks that say, masks are stupid, just like my governor, which now I'm on to what's going on, right? I'm like, okay, I'm on to you guys. You're not for the mask, which I'm not for the mask. It's cool. So we sit down, and they've got the little red flyer wagons with a sandwich board, you know, the big menus, and it has the menu written on it. So they drag the the wagon out with the menu on it, park it in front of your table, and they have shower curtains. They close. Meanwhile, the whole thing's a work, right? It's just it's a ribbon. It's a joke, but it's hilarious because, you know, you're kind of in on the joke. People that aren't in on the joke, well, they're never gonna get the joke. But we were totally in on it, and she's just like the coolest lady ever. So, you know, I get to thinking, right? We're doing all this ridiculous stuff. We got the wagon with the menus, so you don't have to touch menus, right? We got shower curtains, we got masks. But here's here's where I scratched my head. This is where the virus is a very smart virus, and you gotta respect that. You gotta respect how smart the virus is, because it's so smart. We got shower curtains, we got masks, we have menu boards that we don't touch because we don't want to touch the menus, right? Because menus are dirty. We don't want to touch the menus. But the hot sauce bottle that she just brought me, that's fine because it's a hot sauce bottle and you can touch them. All right, we're just outside of Lapine, Oregon. Wow. You're kind of cruising down this road and all of a sudden sign pops up, pavement ends. This just random. I thought it looked like a dirt road on the map. It was a pretty nice super highway road, and just all of a sudden, boom, back in the forest you go. I love it. I thought this was a pretty cool little wooden bridge in the river. I believe this is the Little Deschutes. It's absolutely gorgeous area here. I bet there's some good fishing in here. Crazy. I'm looking at the map and there's like just a billion little 2-track roads in here. Wow. Talk about thinning the forest. They got rid of a whole lot of trees in here. This is a really pretty area. This was another larger dirt road that kind of trickled down into a smaller one with switchbacks and get a little climb in. So this is pretty cool. This is the Pacific Crest Trail at Wendigo Pass. There's all kinds of stuff from the trail angels. Pretty cool. Got all your caches. Trail magic. One of these days I want to there's no way I'll ever have enough time to through hike this, but I think it would be rad to do a bunch of sections. And the road's super wide just the other side of that pass. Same road. Pretty cool. I left a few goodies up there in their cache boxes there. The trail magic. I left a little trail magic up there. So this is the most amount of people I've seen. What's going on here? I don't know what's going on. They're all Forest Service people. Must be cutting logs. Here comes a very rugged log crossing. I hope we can make it. Whew. That was pretty intense. Absolutely love these roads that don't look like they've had a lot of traffic. And honestly, much of this trip's been that way. You'll get on a back road like this. It still has grass down the center, so it's, it's not been traveled a lot. Really just gorgeous country. I've said that a lot, but I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is just gorgeous. It really is. mind-blowing. Somebody cut that log out of the way. That is one thing I'm a little concerned about. You do see a lot of trees across the road. Big bump. Yeehaw. Crazy. Look at all the down trees. Look at those trees. Look at this. That's just mind-blowing. Look at those trees. Size of that log. That's big. Alright, we're coming up on a track transition point. And man, I think there's only 3 more sections left. It is now 1:43 in the afternoon. And I've only made 100 miles today. I got to put in some more time. Today's got to be a long day, and tomorrow's going to be a long day. You don't really make good time on these roads. Just kind of keep at it. That's one of the things I hate about making reservations somewhere. It's because now you have no choice, or you're just throwing the money away. But on the coast, you have to make a reservation. You're not just gonna pop in there and show up. It hardly ever works that way anymore. Beautiful up here though. Absolutely gorgeous. Pretty rad. Oregon's beautiful. fire rip through here. Between last night's camp and halfway between tomorrow's camp. Kind of want to make it halfway because all of this is it looks like it's all slow going from here to the coast. I haven't taken a lot of still pictures on this trip, which I don't know. I mean, doing like something like this, you're really mostly traveling the whole day. Well, it'd be nice if wasn't some sort of time constraints. You could really take a lot of side trips and explore. I mean, you could make this trip as long as you wanted. You could honestly do the whole TransAmerica Trail and make it take a year. Found a pretty rad place to camp. A lot of people though, but not a lot of people camping, so that's cool. Well, I think this is a pretty decent way to spend my last night on the TransAmerica Trail. Such a rad spot. So upstream there's the waterfalls, but I don't know. I didn't want to be down there. There's like 50 million people. So I thought I'd walk downstream, check it out. It's a pretty cool spot, but any place like this is just gonna be pretty crowded. It's not terrible, but I'm gonna find a pretty bitchin' spot to sit, I think. Right there. Alright guys, if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you get notifications. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.